New details into the nation's latest mass shooting, including a clearer picture of the lives lost. 8 people ranging in age from 19 to 74 were killed and 5 others were injured when a former employee opened fire at a FedEx facility in Indianapolis late Thursday. It follows recent shootings in Georgia, Colorado, and South Carolina. On Friday, President Biden described the string of killings as, quote, a national embarrassment, as he renewed his call for Congress to enact gun control reform. Nikki Battiste is in Indianapolis this morning with the latest. Nikki, good morning.
Dana, good morning. Well, so far, authorities are not saying whether or not Brandon Hull, the suspect in this case, knew any of the victims, some who were his former colleagues here at FedEx. But they have confirmed the 19-year-old was interviewed by the FBI a year ago after his own mother called the police.
In a matter of minutes, armed with a rifle, 19-year-old Brandon Hull shot and killed 8 people at this FedEx facility where he was once an employee.
They have an active shooter currently at FedEx.
First responders raced to the chaotic scene, finding the wounded and the witnesses running for cover.
There was no confrontation with anyone that was there. He just appeared to randomly start shooting.
Hull then took his own life about 1 year after an interview with the FBI. The teen's own mother had reported him to local police, saying he might try to die by suicide by cop. Authorities say Hull was put on an immediate detention mental health temporary hold, and a shotgun was taken from his home. In the wake of another mass shooting, President Biden called gun violence in the U.S. an international embarrassment.
Who in God's name needs a weapon that can hold 100 rounds or 40 rounds or 20 rounds? It's just wrong, and I'm not going to give up till it's done.
But he grew defensive Friday when asked why he is prioritizing infrastructure legislation over police reform and gun control.
I've never not prioritized this. No one has worked harder to deal with the violence used by individuals using weapons than I have. I'm the only one ever to have passed an assault weapons ban.
Among the victims were 4 members of the local Sikh community, raising questions about the possibility of a hate crime. But the FBI says it did not identify Hull as racially motivated after speaking with him last year. The youngest victims were both 19. The oldest, 74-year-old John Weissert. His wife of nearly 50 years showed us his picture just before she learned her husband had died.
He does his job starting at 5:30. So that was it. I just said goodbye, have a good evening. Said that to him a couple days and a couple times, and he was gone. Nothing since then. Not a thing, not one word.
Have you tried calling his cell?
I tried last night during the night, but there was no answer.
It is unclear how or when Hull got the rifle he used here. Authorities have not revealed a motive and say the investigation could go on for days. 5 victims with gunshot wounds have been treated here at local hospitals. Jeff.
All right, Nikki, thank you.